Jay Gurdev. Today we like to discuss consciousness and specifically the essence of consciousness, how we can develop consciousness and what the effect would be of the development of consciousness. Ultimately, consciousness is all there is, but that seems to be like just a postulate. Till about 20 or 30 years ago, theoretical physics actually came with the same paradigm. They said there's one underlying field of creativity and intelligence, which is actually structuring the whole universe as it is. So consciousness is the essence of everything. More importantly, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, from the ancient Vedic tradition in India, brought forth a technique to experience pure consciousness, to experience consciousness in its essential state. And not only experience that, but develop higher states of consciousness through the regular experience of pure consciousness. Dr. Tony Nader brought out that actually the totality of the Vedas, the totality of the universe, is reflected in the different aspects of our nervous system. Human nervous system is practically the only instrument that we know that can experience the totality of the universe, the totality of consciousness. In the development of consciousness, first we may experience transcendental consciousness in its pure state. Ultimately, through the development of higher states of consciousness, we may experience Brahman consciousness. In Brahman consciousness, we experience that indeed everything is consciousness. Everything that there's in this world, everything that's there in this universe is consciousness. Now, the beautiful thing that Maharishi brought forth is the science of consciousness, through which we can reset everything in its original value of consciousness. Or we could say that we can develop everything in our lives to this total value of consciousness. And it has an enormous value in terms of improvement of individual life, in terms of health, your mind, your psychological well-being. Ultimately, even the whole world could become better by the systematic development of higher states of consciousness. Maharishi brought forth actually 15 different modalities through which we can develop different aspects of consciousness in the various aspects of our lives. And Dr. Tony Nader, as foremost neuroscientist and successor of Maharishi, has further elaborated this in a very extensive course, which ultimately says that consciousness is all there is. And since consciousness is all there is, we actually could unify the whole world into one integrated wholeness. What we see today is a lot of factions and a lot of disharmony all over the world, many different places. This is completely unnecessary and completely unnatural. All we need to do is bring together a few groups of 10,000 yogic flyers. Yogic flying is an aspect of the more advanced Transcendental Meditation TM City program. When we can establish those groups, we can re-establish the value of totality of the world into its original, beautiful, harmonious state of pure, integrated, glorious consciousness. Jay Gurudev.